Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Stock Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Figure-Rise Standard Amplified Plastic Model Kit set of Egyptian god Obelisk the Tormentor from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster series. And this set is manufactured by Bandai. Before we open it up, let's quickly check some details from the case here. So at first we have a animated picture of Obelisk the Tormentor here, one of the 3 Egyptian gods from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. And on the sides here we have several pictures on what the model kit looks like once they've been assembled, and there's some picture here that shows the once assembled the figure is gonna be very highly articulated. On this side, we have a picture of all the pieces from the set. Besides that, there's not many other details we can get. So now let's open up the case here. Here we go. We have all these pieces we just saw from the picture. Each frame is covered up in plastic bag. And now here we have the instruction manual, obviously, which will tell us how to put them together. Now I'll first free the pieces from the bag. There's a lot of pieces here. Apparently in this set here we have the stickers here. Judging by the red color sticker, this is likely for Obelisk, the eyes of Obelisk. we have all the pieces out of the bags now. And now let's look over the instruction manual. And looks like in the beginning it does tell you it's better if you have a forceps and the cutting tool for the assembly of the set, so you can cut each pieces loose from the frame without like having too much rough damage. And they're starting the assembling instruction with the head parts. And after that is the main body or the torso. And then the waist. Now it's like slow after each parts are done assembly. It's also showing you how you can slowly put each parts together. And on this section, you get to see how you put first how you assemble each part, the head, the main body or torso, and the waist. And then you just fit them together. And the next part is assembling the arms. And as you can see, each part they put the steps into numbers and show you which pieces are to be fit or put together. Now we're flipping to the back of the instruction manual. And this part looks like we're still on the arms. Also showing you how you can build two alternate hands. One is a fist, one is like with a finger open, showing claws. This is for the other arm. After that, there's the two legs. Finally, here we're putting the arms and the legs together with the main body. And looks like the last parts to work on is assembly the wings. Once the wings are finished and attached, then everything's completed. And the last section of the instruction manual is basically just reviewing a bit about the parts. Apparently, there's like a attachment part. It can help the figure to work with a action base that is compatible but sold separately from the set. Looks like the wings are capable of opening and closing, and the chest parts can be flexible. And that's it for the assembly instruction for Obelisk the Tormentor. And now I will follow those instructions and start putting all these pieces together. Here we have finished assembling the head, the main body or torso, and the waist parts. And now let's put them together. Here we go. So this is like the whole and body finished. And now let's start working on the arms and the legs. And now here we have the arms and legs and a pair of interchangeable hands. So we can put these together, but before the assembly, I want to show everyone some articulation of the arms. So here, this piece of the arms, and on the forearms here, it's see, it can slide down and up as it's showing the instruction, although as you can see it can be kind of loose. So in order to work with these Posability, you have to be very careful. Yeah, you can just slide it backwards or forward. Now to put them together, the legs can actually stand on their own like that. So finally, this just attach the arms on. There we go. And now we're almost done. What's left is to assembly and attach the wings on. Here we have the wings of Obelisk, and before I attach them onto the Obelisk's back, let me show everyone this wings articulation here. You can open it up like this. Pretty cool, right? And here, these are like the attachment parts. So once it goes on the Obelisk's back, they can obviously flip and adjust their angle here. So now let's put them on. Now let's put the wings on. Here we have the completed figurized standard amplified Egyptian god Obelisk the Tormentor model here. And this is with its wings folded up. Let's see how it looks once we open it up. Now let's check out the articulation of this model. Yeah, like all model kit, since they're like assembly pieces, so none of these attached parts are like really firm in place, so you have to be careful when you work with it. Yeah, and so unfortunately, even though the arm, you can lift up the arms, but because of the shoulder armor piece, it's kind of hard to lift it all the way up. You also have to kind of fold the wings a bit in order to just have both arms lift up. Yeah, like I said, you gotta be careful or you're just gonna end up pry off the pieces. But once you master how, you can pretty much put up all kinds of cool looking poses. have like a defender boxing kind of attack pose or defense pose. And the legs, because the angle the legs were designed, you can't really have it kick up. You can only like move it up about like 30 or 20 degrees. You can move it back up a bit, and the knee can bend. Unfortunately, you can't really do much of the kicking pose with this figure's design. But with the joints it has on the legs, you can adjust a lot of its standing stance for many kinds of poses you want to do with this model. Here we have Obelisk using his mighty fist to strike down the enemy below, like the giant god he is. Here we have Obelisk at a resting pose. This is a pose sometimes Obelisk makes in the anime series when he has just been summoned and descended from the sky onto the duelist field before he stands up and get ready for battle. With these hands, you can also make a pose where it's as if Obelisk is holding something on his hand. You can just have him with his hands up, flashing his claws, showing an aggressive stance. Ultimately, the best pose for this model to put on is still a fighting pose with its fist. You can actually adjust its neck for its posability. As you can see, its head. It can turn about 45 degrees to left and right, although it can be a little hard to turn, and there's no other articulation for the head and neck part. So this covers all the basic features of this set, and as we have seen from the beginning, the pieces assemble to become a articulated model of Obelisk the Tormentor, and while it has fair amount of articulation and interchangeability of its hands, those nice feature, however, can be its weakness, because as you've seen, the parts of this model cannot be tightly secured as they're assembled. So as you work with posing this model, it's very easy to pull off the pieces, but with a fair amount of practice, you should be able to know how to set up the good poses of this figure without breaking it too much or separating it to pieces too often. And while it can stand on its own without a compatible stand, it's also difficult to work with its poses without one, especially the one that doesn't require to be a standing pose, or if it needs to bend its legs, which is one part of this model that has the worst articulation. So if you really want to do all kinds of stance with this figure, you might have to work on getting a display stand that can work with this model. And like all model kit, some of the most difficult or the trickiest part in assembling this model is how to apply the stickers correctly. So it took me quite a while to put the red stickers on for Obelisk eyes here, and in my opinion, I didn't do it perfectly, but I did the best I could, and it still gives me the impression they might fall off sometime. So if you feel like you're good with painting rather than putting stickers on, I advise you to get metallic red paint if you want to get this model kit, and see if you can just paint the eyes instead of put the stickers on. But even with that, it can be very difficult because let's look back again. The eyes are like very small on the face here, so unless you get like an extremely small brush, again it'll be very difficult to paint the eyes. No, it won't be much easier than putting these stickers on. So if you're a collector who loves the monster or god figures from Yu-Gi-Oh!, I do recommend you consider adding this set to your collection, although you do have to consider all the issues I mentioned in this video. And since this model kit is for an amplified version, there's a possibility they'll be releasing non-amplified Obelisk the Tormentor in the future, which usually resembles more closely with the animated counterpart than the amplified ones. However, as you can look closely, this model does look almost like an exact replica of Obelisk from the anime series, so it should be enough to satisfy any collector who likes Obelisk from Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you're a collector who feels eager to add all three of the Egyptian gods into your collection, you should definitely consider getting this set. This concludes my review for this set. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos from my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.